Good morning. I'm at Butler County Community College on this blustery November day, and I am getting ready to hike the Allen Imhoff Fitness Trail. The trail is a 1-mile loop on the property of Butler County Community College. Right now it's a blustery 28 degrees on this Saturday, November the 19th. This is my first winter hike of the season. My last winter hike was April 21st, 2022. I hiked on the Butler Freeport Trail and there was a heavy snow squall that moved through. And some of the roads were snow covered that late in the season. My daughter's bus actually was about 10 minutes late that morning. It's hard to believe, just 2 weeks ago, the record high was 79 degrees. Now it's a blustery 28 degrees with some snow on the ground. But nothing like they're getting up in western New York. Some areas received 4 feet of snow. It's unlikely we're going to receive that much snow anytime soon. Right now we just have a coating to maybe an inch in some sections. The reason New York's getting all that snow is because the water over the Great Lakes is about 60 degrees. So when cold air meets the warm water, that makes for a huge snow event. So the Great Lakes are definitely open for business. Thankfully, it's going to warm up next week for Thanksgiving. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 40s, which isn't too bad for this time of year. Truth is, I prefer winter hiking over summer hiking. Reason is, you don't have to worry about snakes or bugs. As long as you're dressed warm and dressed in layers and have the proper footwear, you should be okay. Right now I have on my snow boots. They go to temperatures to 20 below zero, and I have my parka on, which also goes down to about 20 below. And when you hike in the winter, you want to dress in layers and stay away from cotton, because cotton gets wet. And you don't want that wetness against your body. Still a lot of leaves, so it's crunch, crunch, crunch. Here there's a blow down, so we're just gonna go ahead and maneuver around it. Looking for the trail. There, we're on the right trail. We're moving right along. The trail comes to a clearing. This is actually a right-of-way because there is a substation nearby. I always feel uneasy walking through here because there's only 1,000 volts of electricity over my head. I always get that uneasy feeling. Electromagnetic field, so that can cause some people to feel uneasy. In the valley there's Armco, then it became AK Steel, now it's Cleveland Cliffs. And I'm actually quite comfortable because I'm dressed for the conditions. Back into the woods we go. Noise level on this trail is quite noisy because Route 8 is just over the hill. You definitely hear the hum of traffic. Here's a little elevation change. And also when you hike in the wintertime, you do want to stay hydrated. There are some beautiful oak trees on the college's campus. Hence, that's why the area is named Oak Hills. Next, I'll be heading down to the valley. But first, I must go under the power lines again. A lot of deer on campus. You can see all the deer tracks. And I am going to bear left. Back into the woods I go. And sections of this trail are somewhat muddy. And this section is really muddy. You want to use caution. There must be like a spring in this area. Here's an unnamed tributary. Here is ruins of what may have been like either an old farmhouse or an old spring house. And hundreds of years ago, whenever they built the house, they always made sure it was near a spring so they can collect water. There was no indoor plumbing 100-some years ago. It's always neat to run across these old ruins when I'm out hiking. And this area is definitely new growth forest. So I'm going to say 100 years ago, this was a farm. And it's obvious this was once a farm road for tractors. And this is probably the most difficult elevation change on the trail. When I come across old ruins, I always wonder, what was the story behind the property? Who lived there? What were their lives like? What kind of memories did they make? I always wonder. And this time of year, whenever the foliage is off the trees and off the bushes, it's easier to see old stone ruins and foundations. Here we come to a fork in the trail. I am going to go left. If I want to cut the hike short, I can go right. That trail to the right is a connector trail. I'm going to go left because I want to complete the entire loop. And here's another section that gets really muddy. Okay, leaving the woods and coming to the second set of transformers. Earlier I was telling you about that connector trail. Here's where it comes out at. I'm going to continue straight. For the remainder of the hike, you're going to walk along the service road that the college uses. Just use caution because it's rocky. Hence the name Rocky Road. We go under the power lines one more time. And down over the hill is Old Plank Road. Well, this concludes my hike. The trail brings you right behind the field house. I hope you enjoyed my video. Stay warm and everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.